Welcome to the service update program on the new generation of narrow aisle, straddle, and reach trucks. As a service professional, your responsibility is to make sure that Yale trucks operate at maximum efficiency. Tom and I are here with information to help you operate at maximum efficiency. Together, we'll take a close look at the electrical controls for the drive system and hydraulic system, go over testing and troubleshooting techniques, and adjust the potentiometers in the control handle. Before we start, let's make sure you have all the tools you need to get the most out of this training program. First, you'll need some hand tools like Allen wrenches and Phillips screwdrivers to open or remove the access covers. But remember, we're talking electronics here. We'll be using a Curtis hand set to check the PMC motor control unit and a digital volt-ohm meter to take readings on the low voltage control circuits. Another tool you'll need is the workbook, which goes with this video. Sections in the workbook have additional information, specs, and procedures to use with each section of the tape. Okay, let's begin by taking a look at how these trucks operate. We've taken the covers off to make it easier to work on the truck. A plain language message center display in the instrument cluster gives feedback on the status of the truck. Standing on the floorboard provides the necessary input signals from the brake switch and the operator presence switch. When the key is turned on, a ready status is displayed at the message center. Moving the control handle left or right provides a directional signal. Further movement actuates a potentiometer, which provides a variable accelerator input signal. Vertical motion provides lift and lower signals. Moving the handle off-center closes the switch, and additional movement actuates a potentiometer to control the speed of the function. Buttons on the handle select auxiliary hydraulic functions. Vertical movement of the handle then provides the action. These signals are received and processed by the main interface board, or MIB. They are displayed at the message center and then sent to the appropriate drive or hydraulic components. Drive signals go to the PMC. The controller drives the forward and reverse contactors and also governs current to the drive motor according to the accelerator signal. Lift signals energize the hydraulic contactor, driving the hydraulic motor and pump. These signals also activate the lift and lower solenoids on the main hydraulic control valve. Auxiliary function signals operate a proportional solenoid. That regulates flow through the auxiliary valve to control the speed of the function. These signals also activate solenoid switching valves on the mast. This set directs pressure for tilt or side shift functions, while that set is used for the reach functions. The mast switch back here offers another input signal, limiting truck travel speed when the mast is elevated. Before continuing, stop the videotape and go to your workbook. Section 1, Operational Overview. Now that you have a better feel for how these trucks operate, let's look at the drive system. First, make sure the truck is blocked securely, with the drive wheel off the ground and the mast fully lowered. Turn the key off and disconnect the battery before connecting any meters or handsets. Jump the center terminals, B+ and B- on the PMC. That will discharge the capacitors and help make sure we don't get any surprises. Plug the handset into the PMC and reconnect the battery. Turn the key to start with the brake pedal released. The little LED should blink steadily. If the LED is blinking unevenly, it's a fault code. If it's on solid or doesn't come on at all, the PMC could be in trouble. The handset will prompt you to select a menu. The program menu lets you access and change the performance parameters stored in the PMC. The test menu allows you to read values that change as the truck is operated. And the diagnostics menu lets you check on fault codes. I'm going to have Tom press the program key first. At the top of the screen, you'll see the value of the first performance parameter. Check this value against the factory settings in the tables from the maintenance manual. Use the change value key to adjust the setting up or down. Use the scroll key to move down through the parameters. Check and reset each one as necessary. To display additional information about any parameter value, press the More Info key. If you have any difficulty following this procedure, hold the More Info key and press the Program key. That will access the Special Program menu. Select the first item, Reset All Settings. That will return all the performance parameters back to their former values. When you're satisfied with the settings, turn the key off to lock the values into the PMC. In the Test menu, the handset will give you real-time readings on the input signals to the drive system while you operate the truck. You can check the throttle signal from off to full on, check battery voltage under load, and check the status of all control switches without making separate meter hookups. Just scroll down the screen to display the signal you want to check out. It provides a good diagnostic tool which can save you a lot of time. The Diagnostics menu key lets you see any existing drive fault. The handset can display up to 4 codes, and you can scroll down to see any other active faults. The code words are like road signs. They tell you which path to take down the troubleshooting trail. To access the Diagnostics History menu, hold the More Info key and press the Diagnostics key. This will display any faults that were recorded since the last time this memory bank was cleared. To clear the memory bank, go back into the Special Program menu, select Clear Diagnostic History by pressing the More Info key, then press the Value Up key. You'll get pretty good at moving around in the drive system with a little practice with the handset. You might want to try it right now if you have access to a truck. To continue the program, go to your workbook, Section 2, Drive System. Now let's explore the hydraulics. To access the hydraulic controls, we've removed the compartment cover. The main interface board, auxiliary pump and motor, and the hydraulic control valve are located in this compartment. The MIB has a transparent cover which is held by 4 screws. We have removed the cover to access the buttons and dimmed the lights so we can show you the display. Push buttons A and C down at the same time and hold them down for a few seconds. Dashes will appear on the display. When you release the buttons, 4 numbers appear. The 2 numbers on the left, 01 in this case, are the function. The number on the right, 11, is the value of the function setting for this model. At this point, the message center should read MIB setup mode. To scroll up to the function you want displayed on the left side, hold down the A button and press the C button. To scroll down, press the D button. Release the buttons when you arrive at the desired number. Function 4, displayed on the left, is the lowering creep speed. This represents the fork movement the operator will get when the control handle is moved just far enough to close the switch. The table in the maintenance manual shows a value range of 2 to 17 for this function. The factory setting is 15 and is displayed on the left. For an operator who complains that the forks occasionally seem to drift down while traveling, you may want to knock that setting back to 12. That will increase the dead band of handle travel and make it less likely that the operator will accidentally engage the lowering function by resting a hand on the handle. Use the D button to change the programmed value down to the new setting. To scroll to the next function, just hold the A button and press C or D. It's as easy as that. There's an exact procedure to be used when you're finished setting up the truck to make sure all the new settings are saved. Tom, show them that procedure. Hold A down and press C until the left side reads 30. That's the exit mode. And the right side displays a value of 50. Then press B so the display reads 0050. Next, Hold B and press C until the display shows the software version or the model code. If you've exited properly, the truck will turn on. Then release the buttons. You're now out of the programming mode and back into the run mode. Try this on a new truck a couple of times to get a feel for how this procedure works. You can go back into the setup mode to recheck your settings, make sure you did it right. To exit the setup mode without saving any of the changes, simply turn off the key. When you turn it back on, the truck is automatically in the run mode. Okay, now turn to section 3 in your workbook for more information about the hydraulic system. We've already seen how the control handle operates, so now let's take a look at how you can adjust the potentiometers in the handle. For hydraulic functions, a single switch tells the MIB when the control handle has moved from the neutral position. The potentiometer indicates which direction and how far the handle has been moved. The pots run from 0 to 10,000 ohms. So we'll set them up at about 5,000 ohms with the handle in neutral. We'll lock it there and fine-tune the settings using the setup procedure for the MIB. Go into the setup mode by holding the A and C buttons down until the dashes appear, and then release them. Scroll up to function 32 and reduce the value to 0. Then press D again to record the value in the microprocessor. Move the handle slowly through a complete cycle. Then repeat at a faster rate, making sure you move the handle against the stop at each end. Return the handle to neutral and press C to increase the value to any number greater than 0. That saves the setting. To double check, hold B and move the handle through another complete cycle. The reading should be nearly 0 just as the switch closes and the decimal points light up. The reading should be 89 to 99 when the handle hits the travel stop. To exit and save the new values, hold A and press C or D until the display reads 3050. Then hold B so the display reads 50. Finally, hold B and C until the software version or the model code is displayed. Then release them. Remember, if you turn the key off at any time before you complete this procedure, nothing will be saved. This concludes the video portion of your narrow aisle controls program. For more information on installing and adjusting switches and potentiometers in the control handle, and for a full course review, go to sections 4 and 5 in your workbook. Thanks for joining Tom and me here at Yale Service Training, and good luck with the rest of your training.